takes control of me. You make me crazier than a lunatic.
Hello friends, welcome to Boca Strong. This series is following entrepreneurs, business owners, and local community leaders as we navigate these unprecedented times together. The idea is to bring you inspiring stories, and today is no exception. I'm at Two Fat Cookies with the Wexler family. This is truly a family-owned business with a very inspiring message. So Wexler family, thank you so much for having me here to the bakery. It's a little hard to read your facial expressions because we're all wearing masks. Of course, this is mandated by the city of Delray. And for our friends at home, you'll notice that we are socially distant. Of course, this is a family unit that's working together and day in and day out, right? So you're all able to be over there. So to introduce everybody, we have Debbie, Jimmy, Koby, and Zoey. Mom, dad, brother, sister. What a great story. So Wexler family, you're a completely family-owned business and you're operating here in Delray. Gorgeous, adorable shop. What does everybody do here? You all have different roles, is that right?
We do. I manufacture most of the cookies. I do love to come up with new ideas. I love all the themes that we have for the cookie kits. I love being behind the bench to this day.
And Zoey, so you head up the decorating?
Yes, I am the head cake decorator. I do mostly, consultations and emailing with clients back and forth, but once in a while it's nice to get back in the kitchen and do some of the decorating. But I do have a whole team of decorators, and they do everything from custom cookie decorating, custom cupcakes, to custom cake work. It's really amazing, a very talented team.
Sounds like so much fun. So Koby, in addition to rolling out this whole new lunch menu, you maintain the facilities, is that right? I saw you tinkering earlier. You seem to know what you were doing.
I do a lot of different things in the bakery. I would say I wear many different hats, but I always wear this one. I do everything from inventory to making sure some of the refrigeration works, working with different vendors to make sure that this facility is up to speed. It takes a lot of maintenance. We do pride ourselves in how clean this facility is, especially with everything that's going on right now. We have guidelines to make sure the place is nice and sanitized every day, top to bottom. We try to make sure that we're sanitizing our facility top to bottom every day to make sure that we don't spread any sort of foodborne illnesses or diseases like COVID-19.
And Jimmy,
Hi there.
the Papa Bear. So I understand you make a killer soup, among other things.
Yes, I do. I'm the chef in the house, and I prepared for the Passover holidays and Easter, and I do make soups every day, as well as we're now starting up to do a little dinners for two to go that the menu will be launched shortly.
So how did the business get started initially? How long have you been in business? Debbie, you started it, right?
I started this business in 2007, and to begin with, we were two people, hence the name, Two Fat Cookies, and we've grown, as you can see today, into about 12, 14 fat cookies, but I have been baking in this industry for almost 40 years.
And your work is so exceptional. So a lot of your business prior to this stay home order, social distancing order, and everything changing, from your business model standpoint, you were doing beautiful wedding cakes, special occasion pieces. I mean, the bakery case, even today, it's gorgeous. Tell me about the shift. I think, Koby, you had something to do with that.
Well, when we moved to this location in June, we decided that we were going to open up a breakfast window. We have about 215 residents that live above us in the building that we now are renting from, and we wanted to offer something a little bit more than what we traditionally did. So we came up with the concept to serve coffees, breakfast sandwiches, eggs your way, and pastries that would rotate daily.
So you already had the breakfast window part going, and then when things shifted, you looked at how to shift the business model. Zoey, you were sharing with me before a little bit about how you immediately took action and sort of reallocated some of your resource.
Yeah, so when we first heard that this whole thing was going to start affecting businesses and families, our first thought was, well, with spring break coming up and we weren't sure how long kids were going to be home from school, and the difficulty of getting ingredients at, Publix or whatever, supermarket you go to, that we wanted to offer a full lunch for anybody. So we came up with a whole new menu of lunch items that would include like chips, a drink, and a chocolate chip cookie, and not at like a crazy, price. That way it's affordable for all families to get a nice meal for lunchtime while they were out of school or however long this whole thing was going to go on for.
So we're finding a lot of local business owners and entrepreneurs are discovering things that are new models that it's like, oh, we kind of test this and it's something they'll probably do going forward. But one area that you've been providing to people are these adorable cookie kits.
Yes.
And that's something that's super labor intensive. Tell me about that.
Yes, so we've been doing these cookie kits. So basically we come up with 4 new themes each week, and each theme, some of them are unisex, some are more girl-friendly, some are more boy-friendly. And it includes 8 cookies, 4 different shapes, 2 of each cookie, and then a bunch of different icing colors and a little sprinkle mix, so that the kids can decorate at home and have something yummy to eat after, and give kids a break, or parents a break, so their kids can, have a good time with something for, a good like half hour, 45 minutes.
That's actually how I discovered the cookie kits, was an influencer friend of mine. And I saw all these super cute videos of her and the kids, and it was like this activity. That's been a real challenge for parents.
Yes.
To have something fun to do.
Yes.
And then that's been sort of instead of the cake decorating business, which has declined, obviously.
Yeah, so we've been doing like small quarantine type cakes for a lot of families, because people are still being encouraged to celebrate their special occasions. We all still had Passover, Easter, birthdays, things that are still great occasions that shouldn't be forgotten just because we're in this pandemic. So we wanted to, expand upon those, and then also offer these activity kits, whether they were baking or decorating kits, so there's some entertainment during this time.
Okay, so I saw a couple of pieces that I was so excited about, and we'll definitely have to get some shots of. One was a COVID birthday cake. Whose idea was that?
Actually, a lot of clients have been coming to us with these ideas of doing these COVID birthday cakes. Yeah, because everyone just wants to make light of it. It is, not ideal. So everyone's just looking to find the haha moments in this where they can, and have these, weird things on their cakes, like the emoji virus balls and Lysol bottles, gloves, toilet paper, all of those things that are becoming these little jokes during this time,
Of course. And speaking of toilet paper, you did I've seen the cakes, but you also have little cupcakes where the top is a marshmallow and it's a roll of toilet paper. How well are those? I mean, I get that they're adorable, cute, and it's funny. Are people buying them?
Yeah, when we first put them out at the beginning, they sold so quickly, but then finding marshmallows was one of those odd things that was kind of difficult to find. So we actually just stocked up on a bunch of marshmallows and are going to be offering them again. We have them in store today, and we have real toilet paper as well, just in case.
Yeah, I noticed that when I walked in, and surely in a normal, day-to-day, you don't have toilet paper on the bakery rack. So many entrepreneurs and business owners have reported, devastating results in terms of like laying off. I know one restaurant owner said 85% of her team. Other people have had to close completely, and yet you're thriving. What do you attribute that to?
Well, we have a lot of friends in the community, in the restaurant community, that we know were suffering. So when we saw that we were having a need for employees, that we started reaching out to them first, knowing that, they're all suffering in this time and their experience in this industry, so they would be the ideal candidate to come on board right now and help us out. We originally weren't sure what was going to happen. We thought we could potentially be laying off employees as well. We did have a couple of young high schoolers that were working in the front of the store. So when their parents thought that it was best for them to stay home, of course we understood. So we thought, okay, that's fine. We may have to lay them off anyway. It was kind of like a blessing in disguise. And then we needed people because our phone started ringing off the hooks for these cookie kits and for lunch orders. And we realized we needed to bring people in, oddly enough.
So hold up. While most businesses are laying people off and closing, you actually had to staff up?
Yeah. So originally I was helping in the lunch window because we decided to, start that. We had no idea how that was going to go. But then we started getting orders for cookie kits. So I had to go back into the kitchen and help my mom with the baking and packaging and making all the decorations. And Koby needed to find a team to help him in the lunch window. And then I needed a team to be up here helping customers and answering phones. It was just this crazy turn of events.
Wow, so you've been able to hire people from other restaurants in the area. So Koby, what would you say is the biggest challenge of starting this whole new area of business for you?
So we developed the lunch menu and got it executed within 24 hours.
Wow.
And our breakfast window, we originally built the area specifically for breakfast. Each and every little thing has its place. So when we went to do a lunch, we had to try to figure out how do we do this. So we kind of worked with what we had. So we would literally have to stop at 11:50 and pull everything out of the refrigerator, flip it over into the walk-in, pull everything out of the walk-in for lunch, and put it into our area to now be able to do a lunch service. So what we ended up having to do after a few days was actually buy more equipment to be able to facilitate breakfast and lunch without having any sort of transition.
Okay, so we have breakfast window, coffee, we have pastries, we have lunch, we have like homemade soup every single day, plus we have these dinners to go, not to mention all the delicious goodies that Two Fat Cookies is known for. No wonder that you're thriving and doing well, even though we have these circumstances that are less than ideal. That's so fantastic.
Thank you.
So hopefully we have some entrepreneurs out there who are inspired by what you've done here. You know, you've expanded your repertoire and new offerings. It's a very exciting time, just really to be able to keep things going with forward momentum. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
And to all our friends at home, thank you so much for watching this episode of Boca Strong. Be sure to follow #Boca Strong to stay tuned of all our new episodes as we highlight inspiring entrepreneurs and community leaders right here in the Boca Raton area. Thanks again for watching.